Came out here. I gotta go get some water. I have a little bit of water left over in the gallon from yesterday, but I gotta keep the routine going. I was able to successfully get up at 5 o'clock this morning, so that's good. See how long I can keep this going. Fortunately, once I get this, let's see if I can flip this. Yeah, all right. Flip that around. Just gonna walk down and get this water. Gonna talk about some shit. So this is pretty much what I'm doing right here on this live stream. I started doing this with StreamYard live streams in late October of 2021. I started live streaming with StreamYard, walking around recording in the area where I lived. I was actually staying in an apartment at the time for work. And that's where I kind of originated the walking and talking live stream on StreamYard. Eventually, I was able, the next following spring, I was able to jump off of StreamYard and was able to actually utilize the YouTube live feature and be able to actually go live on YouTube. Once I reached, I think at that time there was a requirement of, on my old channel, it was like 400 subscribers or 300 subscribers or something like that. Now they don't even have that requirement. You just need ID verification, authorization, and you can hop on live after you've got like 50 subs. So yeah, you used to have quite a few subs, quite a few views, and it took a little bit of time. But once I could do the YouTube live feature, I would kind of jump between StreamYard and YouTube live, and I would just walk and film and document. And like I said, in 2022 alone, I filmed over, in that type of fashion, walking, I filmed probably around 100 videos just continuously with the same things over and over and over again. I mean, the planes nonstop every day. You know, back during that time, it was pretty much consistent. It never let up, man. But you know, things change, dude. Things change. Things have let up. They're not the same as they were back then. I mentioned that in reference to that numerous times on my channel. What they've done is they've gone to more of the covert tactics, and then they'll just bring out the people, basically, the dog walker stalkers, the driver connivers, dog walker stalkers, and those likes, to keep you in the simulation bubble just on random, rare occasions. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. So yeah, when I walk around now, man, it's not like it was. Even as recently as September. Even as recently as September, it was different. Now, there's a couple of factors that come into play that impact that, right? You have the weather. Well, it's colder now. You have people in school. When people are out of school, there's more involvement from younger people. So you have more people at work. Yeah, you just have all these different things that play into it. But it doesn't change. I mean, I've just been getting hit more consistently with the covert stuff. Like I talked about, the last 3-4 days, it was consistently straight for 3 days. I had the low vibrational noises in the house everywhere. And along with that, along with the noises, you know, I was getting hit pretty much consistently with directed energy attacks. You know, even yesterday I got a tactic I hadn't gotten that I could recollect in about 3 weeks. It'll come and go. It used to happen every day, maybe 10, 15 times a day, but now it only happens once every few weeks, which is it's some form of an abdominal shocking. Basically what'll happen basically what'll happen is it's a Pavlov's dog psychology type of method that they utilize. You'll think something that could potentially lead you down a path that they don't want you to follow. Like, for instance, you're going to document something in gang stalking, right? And so they don't want you to do that. So they're going to try to divert you. So the way they try to divert you is they try to use shock therapy. The same way that Pavlov used with his dog. And they're going to try to basically use that as an anchor to prevent you from engaging in whatever that is and just try to cut it off. So they use the tactic where they just shock your abdomen, and it'll ground out in your liver. You'll feel it kind of resonate through your abdomen, and then it'll ground out in your liver. You won't be able to breathe. Your abdominal will get really tight and tense, and you'll feel the shocking pain radiate through your liver and then dissipate. It takes about 15 seconds for the whole process. So I got that yesterday. Like I said, I used to get it every day. I used to get it 10 to 15 times a day. Realistically, I got it yesterday for the first time in, like I said, about 3 weeks that I could remember. I used to get it from cops. I used to drive by police cruisers when I was working my jobs. I'd stop to go get like a snack or something at the gas station, the Sheetz gas station, and the police cruiser would like pull through, like say Cuyahoga Falls, whatever, and I would literally, no bullshit, it seemed like I would literally see them looking at me holding a cell phone, and I would get hit in my fucking abdominal. I made the video where I drove out to Texas to apply for that job. I had the job interview. I was going to take that job out there at that prison, and I had a dude come in pounding the low subwoofer bass. He had his white SUV, he had the vanity plate. Comes in, he drives slow into the parking lot, and he hit my abdominal. It was probably one of the worst fucking attacks I had as far as that goes, and it actually led me to lash out at him, which had never happened. But I got so agitated by it, there was a confrontation that I documented at the time. And basically was like, hey man, like, I just called the dude out on the shit. Obviously knowing there was no way I could fucking prove it. But the only variables that were at play there that could make the whole logistical process make sense was that he was the proxy. He was the proxy that made it happen. But there's no way to prove that. We all have suspected that. We all believe that to be the case, but there's no way to prove that. And people get used because they can get manipulated by the frequencies where they're just hijacked. They're not even acting normally, and they don't even realize it. They're not consciously aware that they're doing something abnormal, and it just so happens to intersect with you and what you're doing. I mean, it's a strange phenomenon. But yeah, so like I said, there's no real pissing contest here. I'm not trying to have a pissing contest with Immaterial Man about who's had more evidence or anything like that, because quite frankly, I don't give a shit. What I was making reference to in my videos recently about him is that he's not trying to do anything about it. He doesn't give a fuck about it at all. As a matter of fact, he's acting more he acts more like somebody who's been flipped into counter opposition. That's the reality of the situation. He can think about that what he wants to think about that. He can say, well, it's self-preservation or whatever he wants to think, but that's how most people are viewing it. Okay, it's not just me that's viewing it that way. I gave you the benefit of the doubt for about a month there, but it's gotten to a point now where it's like, I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt anymore. The shit you're saying the discrediting of things, it doesn't line up or add up, man. A lot of your comments and shit, you're acting like somebody who's been controlled and flipped into counter opposition. Now, there's no way to prove that. Honestly, I don't really give a fuck one way or another. You just seem like a shitty dude, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. You seem like somebody who could easily be influenced to flip and just take out your life frustrations due to things that have happened to you and just start doing it to other people. I mean, I can 100% see that. So, I mean, more power to you, man. That's what most people do. As far as the funny jokes and shit like that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not really referencing to that type of thing. I'm more so referencing to the fact that pretty much anybody who's in communication with these mental illness, schizophrenics, anonymous perp networks, because they're perp networks, meaning that they're in the know of something and they act and only communicate with each other. So these are going to be like your Virginias and all those fucking people, Will Orr types. Let's face it, dude, if you're in communication with them, like Patton's in communication with those people, Patton's got this clique of people and they all stroke each other's backs and they all kiss each other's ass and they're all like some big happy fucking unity fucking family and shit. That's not normal, okay? That's no experience that I have ever experienced in 3 years of doing this. It's never happened. I had periods of time with a few random stragglers that would come on my channel consistently. Was the one guy. I think there was a JD dude that used to come on. There was the LSD dude that used to come on. And these people would support me and they would be cool. And they were pretty consistent about it. But there's never been some large community of people that have continuously come to my channel. We all talk to each other. We communicate with each other. We're little chummies. We go back and forth. No, that's people that are part of a network and a system that they're part of the same fucking system. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, man. I'm sorry, but and there's dishonesty there as far as that's concerned. And that's one of the things that creates division. It's like if you're pissed off at me because you're a schizophrenic and I refuse to be a schizophrenic, well, why are you going to be pissed off at me for? Why are you going to take that shit out on me? You know, if you're a schizophrenic in the TI community, I think you need to just say that I'm a diagnosed schizophrenic. But you guys won't do that because, again, that's another deceptive tactic that you use because you're intentionally doing it. You are intentionally misleading people about your mental illness diagnosis. You're lying to people about the medications you take, and you're creating a worse problem. Now, you'll never admit to that because you get off on it. You think you're just getting your fucking payback to play the game. I know this to be true, man. I believe it. I can't prove it, but I know it in my fucking heart of hearts. That's exactly what's going on with most of you people. And so you're not going to sit here and convince me that you're good people somehow. Virginia is not a good person. That bitch is evil and wicked and fucking maniacal and a piece of shit. Anybody connected to her, you guys can act nice and you can talk nice to each other all day, every day, kiss each other's asses, suck each other's vaginas, fucking stroke each other's fucking cocks off. I don't know, whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, you're coming on TI videos and you're not being honest. You're lying about shit. You're misleading people and you're doing it intentionally. Here's what I request from the so-called TI community from this point going forward. If you're a schizophrenic and you're diagnosed with schizophrenia, meaning you've had a formal diagnosis and you take medication, you have a disability rated by the state or the fucking federal government of some sort, the DSM-5 rated fucking schizophrenic, come on and fucking admit it. You want to solve a lot of problems in the TI community? Man and woman the fuck up. Come on and say, I'm a schizophrenic. I'm diagnosed with schizophrenia. I take these medications. I do this. This has been going on for blah, 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 blah. And stop playing fucking games with people. You're intentionally playing games with people. That's what you're doing. And if you're not intentionally playing games with people and misleading them about your mental illness diagnosis, then what you're doing is you're a flipped counter opposition, part of networks that have just flipped, and now you're going after the people that you once were. So if you're that, then also own up and confess to being that. You're going to get a hell of a lot more respect. If somebody like a Targeted Journey just came out and told me a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, what I already knew, she could have kept doing what she was doing. It wouldn't have made a bit of difference. She would have garnered a hell of a lot more respect. But she kept getting caught. I would catch her. Then she would turn around. She'd play dumb for 2 months. She'd come back and she'd fucking act like it never happened. Okay? If you're coming online, you've got information that could potentially help other people. You're connected to something like some mental illness, network, system. You're receiving treatment. Whatever the case is, you've gone through fucking rehabilitation for something. You have an obligation to try to, you should, if you're a decent human being, but this is the problem, is none of you are. You all claim the TI thing, and you claim that you're like these amazing people, and this is what Scott Snitcher says all the time. But the facts prove otherwise. You're just not. So then when people like me call you out on that and flip on you and talk shit on your bullshit, mock you, make fun of you here and there, it's justified. You have to see that it's justified because of all the things that I've stated and listed. I've gone all around the country and I've shown it consistently. I've gone to different states working. I've shown it consistently. I've gone out of the country. I showed it consistently. I talked about it. I've talked with thousands of hours of testimony. Now, this whole, well, Abe's got his ego problems and all that. Abe's a narcissist with his ego problems. Abe can't solve his ego problems. I don't give a fucking shit. I do have ego problems. I have ego problems as it pertains to this topic because I poured my heart and soul into it. I put myself out there, the likes of which none of you have. And you can call me whatever you want to call me and judge me in any way that you want for that. But the fact of the matter is, it's taken a lot of fucking balls to do what I've done. And I've taken hits for it, and you fucking just turned around and say that I'm lying about it. You'll turn around and claim that I'm lying about the directed energy abuse that I've been continuously subjected to. This is the quality of people that you are. You're not good fucking people. You're shitbirds. In the military, we would call you shitbirds. I would compare you to the guy in my boot camp that we called Nasty Newsom. You're fucking bag nasties. You have no integrity. You have no honor. You have weak ass fucking character. I don't give a fuck about your esoteric, spiritual fucking belief, guru fucking connections, whatever you think you're doing with that new age nonsense. I don't give a shit about that. That doesn't make character. You can recite all the phrases you want to recite to make yourself sound as good as you want to sound. But at the end of the day, your actions are what matter. And you're deceptive. You're deceptive. So, yeah, man, fuck it. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it right there. I think that you all are a bunch of low quality humans. You're low quality human beings, man. The vast majority of you. If that hurts or that stings, well, I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry that fucking hurts your feelings. But you're not going to prove to me otherwise until you start manning and womaning the fuck up, start admitting your fucking problems, start talking about real issues. At least you've come on and heard me talk about real issues. You guys don't do it. You don't do it. You're talking code. You talk to each other. You got your little networks. You make your little channels. You do all this little bullshit. You're a bunch of frauds, man. You're a bunch of frauds. Prove me wrong. Really prove me wrong. You can't. You can't do it. You can't do it. So John Patton, as far as your recent fucking video, first of all, this is another tactic that you guys use. When's the last time that any of you have seen Absent-Minded Abe download your YouTube videos and then re-upload them? When have I ever done that? Now, I can go into the reasoning behind why you're doing that, because I know what you're connected to and what your purpose is for that. Okay? But the fact of the matter is, some things are better left unsaid, dude. But just know that I understand why you're doing what you're doing. And you're wrong. You guys do that, and then you turn around and act like it's completely fucking okay. It's completely okay to download every single TI video. It's one thing if you download them. I don't give a shit if you download my videos. Downloading other people's content, if it's not protected in some way to prevent it on the internet, fair use, you can download it. You can download it. There's nothing wrong with that. Download it, store it, do whatever the fuck you want. But when you re-upload it, that's a nefarious act, man. That's a nefarious act. And as it pertains to certain topics and things, that's a criminal action. You've actually committed a fucking crime at that point. So, most of you are bordering on criminal fucking actions, man. Criminal behaviors. So, if you're downloading people's fucking videos every day, oh, I gotta fucking jump on Abe's live stream real quick so I can fucking download it and then turn around, and just in case something happens 2 weeks from now, I'll be able to make a fucking hit piece on him and fucking humiliate him with this live stream video he made 2 weeks ago where I spin it and flip it. Like, what's wrong with you fucking people? You're not good people. You deserve to fucking die. I've said this before. You deserve to die. You're not good people. You're not doing anything to stop gang stalking. Nothing. You're not doing a fucking thing other than coming on, being buddy, chummy with every swinging dick and fucking merry motherfucker out there. And you're playing a stupid ass fucking game, and you don't give a fuck about people at all. Not even in the slightest. None. Zero fucks given. You don't. So, that's about it. Oh, shit. But yeah, so I mean, just keep on downloading people's videos. Keep on being little fucking Decepticons, being little shitbirds, being little fucking nasty Newsomes. Keep being nasty Newsomes and thinking that you're somehow good people, or you're doing something fucking positive or good. You're not doing anything but just wasting fucking time. wasting time, sitting back, trying to fuck with somebody else's life, never admitting or owning up to any of your fucking problems, pointing the finger. First chance you get, John Hoffer points a finger at me. First chance he gets wants to fucking say, oh, you lacked your fucking ego problem. You're fucking this or that. Okay, well, what about you, motherfucker? What about you, huh? What about you, John Hoffer? Huh? Yeah, you won't talk about that, will you? You won't talk about that. What's up, man? Oh, shit. Go home, puppy. Where's your home? Come here. Go home. Gonna get fucking killed. Oh, shit. Anyways. Let's see what this fucking dog does here. Oh, yeah, that's right. 868 Bads. Yeah, I knew that dude was a perp. He lives there with that fucking light-skinned black girl. They drive that car. They're perps. Anyways. This fucking dog, man. Oh, well. Fuck it. What about you? You just got here. Yeah, of course. As soon as I mention your name, suddenly you're magically there, John Padden. Suddenly you're magically there. That's the same thing that you guys always fucking do, man. So, same fucking shit. Different fucking perp. You're a lousy fucking perp, dude, and you know it. Fuck all you fucking low quality, subhuman life shitbirds. You all can suck absent-minded Abe's fat little dick and then go stroke each other off and talk about how fucking amazing each other are when you're not doing a fucking thing to help anybody. Nothing. You're just a bunch of self-righteous fucking pricks, dude. Oh, your ears are ringing. Yeah, oh, of course. Yeah, of course. I've heard that one before. Itano Tomomi comes in. Just so happens to fucking be there too. You're trying to help me. Well, guess what? I don't want your help. I don't give a shit about your ego talk. I don't give a shit about your nonsense bullshit. I don't like you people. I don't want anything to do with you people, and I want to fucking destroy you. I want to destroy your networks online. I want to destroy your TI fucking community. I want to destroy your gang stalking narrative. And I want all of you motherfuckers that have come online and lied and tricked people and deceived people and tried to fucking play little games on people and gaslight people and doing all this. I want you all to burn in fucking hell for eternity. That's what I want from you, John Padden. And all of your little buddies and your little friends. You guys can have your little fucking cake and eat it too. And enjoy your ride, man. Enjoy your fucking ride. Because your day's going to fucking come. Your day's going to come. You want to talk about karma, buddy? Yeah. We can talk about karma, man. We can talk about karma.